but some Tory MPs met with some key figures of the convoy movement, if you will, the demonstrations that we've seen apparently on Parliament Hill, one of the buildings in the parliamentary precinct yesterday. And they called themselves allies to the cause, and there were references to civil war and stuff like that. How do you respond to the meeting itself, and looking towards Canada Day, when convoy demonstrators are promising another day of action in the capital? Do you have any concerns about security for Canada Day with another demonstration being planned?
I want to respond to this question with a little bit of context. First of all, I meet with people that I disagree with regularly. It is something that we should do. We should hear from people that we don't agree with. And that's an important thing to do. Hearing different viewpoints, opposing viewpoints is a part of our democracy. And everyone should be open-minded enough to meet with someone that they don't agree with. General context. What I'm concerned about is when elected officials are supporting clearly false things. It is clearly true that vaccination is healthy and it keeps people healthy and it has saved lives. Supporting views that vaccination is dangerous, which are completely unfounded, is problematic, and it's not something that should be supported. When we look at the convoy specifically, people can have different viewpoints, and that's healthy, and we should have that. But the convoy, if we want to be very specific, and the occupation of Ottawa, they had a very clear mandate and a very specific goal. They posted it on their website. They repeated it in a number of press conferences. Their goal was to overthrow the democratically elected parliament. And that's not something that we should be supporting. That's not something that elected officials should be supporting. To be advocating for the undemocratic overthrow of parliament is clearly wrong. And it's not something that public officials or elected officials should be supporting. And so those are deep concerns. What happened in Ottawa, to be very clear, was harassing citizens, intimidating people on the streets, causing lots of discomfort and pain for people by making noise at night, disrupting families and children, and not actually doing what a protest should do, which is to target government decisions or to target the government. This was harassment of citizens, and it was wrong. And people were hurt by it. Small businesses were hurt by it. Families were hurt by it. So again, that's not something that should be supported by elected officials because it's harmful and it was hurtful to people. It was not, as claimed, a protest against government. It was harassment of citizens. And that's not something that I think should be supported.